There's something about the word wholeness that feels peaceful, doesn't it? Wholeness, not perfection, not pretending, not having it all together, just wholeness. For a long time, I thought being whole meant I had to be healed from everything. No triggers, no tears, no questions for the Most High, no moments where I felt unsure. But life has taught me differently. Wholeness isn't the absence of brokenness. It's the decision not to stay broken. It's choosing to face what hurts you instead of burying it. It's choosing responsibility over blame. It's choosing peace over proving a point. And if I'm honest, the pursuit of wholeness is not glamorous whatsoever. It's quiet. It's personal. It's sometimes lonely because not everybody wants to grow. Not everybody wants to look in the mirror. Not everybody wants to sit with the parts of themselves that need healing. But if you're here listening, I believe you do. I believe you're tired of surviving and you're ready to be whole. La da 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 da. Blessings. It's your girl, Yapah Judah, and this is what Season 6, AAA of Evolving with Yapah Judah podcast. I want to thank you for being a part of another season. It truly warms my heart. I ask that you sit back, relax, and let's get back into this episode conversation. Whole, not perfect. Can we free ourselves from this idea that wholeness means perfection? You can be whole and still healing. You can be whole and still learning. You can be whole and still have scars. Scars don't mean you're broken. They mean you survived and the Most High kept you. I'm not trying to be perfect anymore. I just want to be healed enough to love well, healed enough to respond instead of react, healed enough to rest without guilt. Now that's wholeness. You cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. There comes a season where you stop asking, why did this happen to me? And you start asking, what is this growing in me? That shift changes everything. Wholeness requires ownership. It requires saying, okay, this hurt me, but I'm not going to let it define me. It requires sitting with yourself, and sometimes that is the hardest part. Let me say this gently. As you pursue wholeness, some relationships will shift, not because you're better, but because you're different. When you stop operating from wounds, you stop bonding over trauma. When you choose peace, you no longer fit in chaos. And sometimes that costs you. But losing what kept you broken is not a loss. It's alignment. We don't make ourselves whole. We surrender into wholeness. In Psalms 147, verse 3 in the KJV Bible, it reads, He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds. It doesn't say we won't be broken. It says He heals. That means wholeness is not self-made. It is Most High restored, and that gives me peace. Truly it does. I have a question for you to reflect on. What part of you have you been managing instead of healing? Let's pause there and let's sit with that for a second. Matter of fact, let's breathe that in and release. Most High, thank you for loving us in pieces. Thank you for not rushing our healing. You see every silent wound, every disappointment we never spoke out loud, every place we learned to function instead of feel. Teach us how to pursue wholeness with courage. Help us stop avoiding ourselves. Help us to stop performing strength. Bind up what's broken. Stabilize our thoughts. Guide our hearts. And restore our joy. Make us whole, not for appearance, but for peace. And we ask this through your Son, Christ's name. Amen. Wholeness is not a destination. It's a daily decision. So today, choose healing, choose peace, and choose to become. It's your girl, Yapah Judah, and with much gratitude, I send love your way. La da 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 da. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and blessings.